Hello. Hello. How's it going? So we are here live, and just wanted to say hi to everyone, and hope you're all enduring this difficult time. And I've been practicing and going to the gym, doing all the things that I should do. Hey there. Oh, Fanula. Hello. And so yeah, it's been practicing a bit. Yesterday I was practicing some Paganini fourth caprice, and that is a real, never mind, can't swear. It's really difficult. But that's what we're up to. Actually, wanted to get your guys' opinion, because obviously everyone is stuck at home these days, and Madrid, hello, and everyone's at home, and just thought, what can we, what are we all doing? Practicing, I guess. Besides practicing, so I thought I would, try to at least up my content, but then also, deciding on which platform to go on, because it's either YouTube live stream or Twitch, I guess. How many of you are on Twitch? Just wanted to know as well. We've got 1,281 people. Because ideally I'd like a platform where stuff can stay online, right? Whereas here on Instagram, it's like, it's nice. It's we can, access each other directly. But it doesn't stay on. I mean, the live thing ends in 24 hours. So I was thinking YouTube. So wait, can I do a poll? How do I do? Oh, wait a second. How do I do a poll? I don't think there is a poll. Well, I'll have to poll that later. Oh wait, yes I can. YouTube Live or Twitch. Wait, did I just sent that, but I don't think actually anything happened. Okay. Seems like most people are up for YouTube. Well, that's yeah, I could download my live vids and reload as IGTV. That is a good suggestion. So anyway. All right, I'll play a little something for you guys. This is okay. I would love to talk. I'd also love to talk about certain pieces, and for example, like Waltzing Matilda. I know you guys, people owning me here. David owning me about that was a comment, dude. I know it was a comment. Okay, I'm still getting used to this live thing. I would just love to talk about, and I've seen videos of my own playing. I'd love to react to those. I'm not ready to react to other people's playing yet. Although, other professionals, I'm happy to give comments. If you guys send me, maybe we could do something where you guys send me your videos if you're practicing and playing, and then I could comment on them. I could live stream, sort of comment, if you're comfortable with that. And so these are some ideas that have been floating around in my mind, and so I thought that could be something interesting we could do. So yeah, just waiting for my equipment. Yesterday I set up my super fast internet so that we can all live stream, and the internet doesn't break. Because before I've been without Wi-Fi for about 3 to 4 years. 4 years, I think. Yeah, I know. I have no internet in my place. Because it's, I was just never here. But now I'm here, so this is as good of a time as any. But isolation live streams, that's right. But for example, like I would love to talk about, like share with you guys what goes on when I'm, how I created, the Waltzing Matilda, for example. Like there's this theme that's it's called the Dies Irae. And that is like this monastic chant that represents death, and totally appropriate to talk about right now. No, but in all seriousness, I use that theme. I mean, Yizai uses that theme, and I use that theme as well in my Waltzing Matilda, because the whole story is about this shepherd, and he goes on this once Jolly Swagman, right? And he goes on this journey, and he's wandering around, and he steals a sheep, but rather than get caught, he decides to commit suicide by drowning himself in the body of water. So then I use this little thing there is just like a little like that little thing there is just like a indigenous, a nod to the indigenous people of Australia. Being Australian, which I totally sound Australian, I know. Not really. Okay, well these days I can still pull out the Australian accent, but it's it depends on who I'm talking to. So that's a bit of a it comes and goes. But it's especially when I'm talking about Waltzing Matilda. So that's sort of like opening up. You feel the Aussie kind of openness. Introduction there. This is Waltzing Matilda, and then we have so it starts a little bit lonely. There's a little bit of isolation there as well, which we can now all relate to. And then I kind of go into a bit of a variation, right? So it's often what all these composer violinists did. Put the theme out there, a little intro first, a little theme, and then variation, right? Because you gotta just gotta do stuff like that. And then there's a main chorus. Now we've heard the main chorus, and it's like, no, a little bit of something different. I kind kind of think of like kangaroos hopping around. So you know, that part is a little bit playful, but then suddenly there's an interruption. You know, this is the part where the police officer, you know, the ranch owner, so the shepherd steals the sheep, and then he gets caught, and then someone's like, "Hey, you know, stop!" And then, of course, you know, they go on a chase, and the swagman, the wanderer who stole the sheep, right? He's being chased along. I don't know if he still has the sheep in his like bag, but he's being chased along, and then he has to contemplate, you know, whether or not he's going to be, should he be caught, which he would have been, you know, hanged back in those days, or should he just, you know, take his own chances? And so there's a moment of contemplation. You know, and I use that just turn it into a minor, sort of to make it really sad. Kind of like, who's gonna miss me when I'm gone? And this is the part where I use that Dies Irae theme that I was talking about earlier. So somewhere in here, he's just, you know, he's floating in the river, just like, you know, well, I guess he's dead, but you know, it's a very sad pod. And then in the song, you know, you say they sing like, and you can hear his ghost. So I thought, you know, harmonics to create that ghostly effect. And you know, the best part about this is like, harmonics are really difficult. I mean, yeah, especially when you've been like playing and then you suddenly have to do this super delicate harmonic. But it's okay in this moment if the harmonics don't really sound, because it's like kind of like a ghost from far away. It's like, hello. So it's a little bit like, I do a little like trail there too, without the eyebrows. That's a little insincere in that moment. And then I kind of emerge out of the harmonics like with this like back to like storyteller mode, you know? It's like kind of the same as the introduction. It's like gather around, there's this amazing tale to be told. So, you know, after the whole and everyone's just like not breathing. and then that's it. That's my arrangement of the waltzing Matilda. So, hope you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, we've got over 1,000 people here. This is amazing. Thank you so much for being here. And what have we got? Some live requests. We've got this from. Let's see. The first one is. Let's see if people want to join. Connecting. Oh, hello.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
How's it going?
Oh my gosh, I totally just requested that in a jokingly way. I never thought this would happen. I saw that you went live and I'm like, oh my gosh. Never mind, I gotta stop practice. I gotta watch this live.
You were practicing and watching this live at the same time?
I'm like, nope. Just I gotta watch this. Nope. I have to watch this. Wait, just wait a second. Something's happening. Something's wrong.
So what are you practicing these days?
I've been working on Mendelssohn Concerto, the first movement.
Oh yeah? You want to play a bit for everyone?
I'm shaking. I cannot believe this is actually happening. I look dead.
You look great. You look great. Don't worry. We all look a little. I mean, I look. My parents commented to me. They were like, you know what, Ray? You look a little jobless lately. And I was just like, well, it's true. I am jobless. I am without a job. Aren't we all right now? So it's yeah. So okay, cool, awesome. Well, I better let you get back to practicing. I don't want to take up your time. But wait, before you go, I want to ask you a question. How does it sound like? What would it sound like? Would you, I don't know, just as a poll, as a question, if I were to do, YouTube live streams or some kind of live stream and then have people send in their, kind of videos,
yeah.
would you then be comfortable if, okay, so you would put together a little video. It's not like an audition. It's kind of similar to, it's not kind of like an audition video, and then then I would comment on it. Would that be something you'd be interested in doing?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
that sounds so fun.
That sounds fun. Okay. I mean, it is. I understand it is something difficult to put yourself out there, but I mean, you've done it before. I remember your play with Ray.
That sounds awesome. I totally do that.
Oh, awesome. Do you want to play a little bit right now?
Sure.
Okay, what you got?
I can play some solo Bach. Or wait,
lower the camera a little bit. Lower the camera a little bit so we can see your violin.
Okay. Got my Baroque bow.
There you go. Can you lower it a little bit more? Angle it down a little bit.
Here, wait a sec.
Do you have some Mendelssohn ready? Okay, never mind. Solo Bach.
I don't know. I forgot to time my bow.
Wow. Wow. That's amazing.
Thank you so much.
I was just, as I was listening to your beautiful playing, I was also reading all the comments as well. You should take a look at it later. I mean, they're still coming in right now, and people are super impressed. Thank you so much for playing.
Thank you so much. Oh my
How
gosh. I'm still shaking. I cannot believe this is actually happening right now.
Oh, yeah. Wait, can you introduce yourself, like just a few lines, and how old you are and where you live and stuff like that?
Okay,
don't give out your actual address, just like your city is okay.
My name is Nastia Patel. I'm 11 years old.
11.
I
All right.
just turned 11. I, play violin, obviously. I've been playing since I was 3 years old, and I still can't believe this is actually happening. I'm like freaking out.
That's. Do you think there's any? This is amazing. I mean, I love how you sound, and I love your confidence when you play. That's like something so amazing. And that's, I think everyone, as you can see, is amazed. I don't. Can you see the comments?
Yeah, a little bit. Thank you.
they are impressed. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And
I'll see
you. I look forward to seeing your video.
What?
I look forward to seeing the videos that we'll start having people send in and stuff. Okay. All right. See you, and stay safe and healthy. Okay.
Yes. Thank you. You too.
All right. See ya. Wow, guys, that was pretty amazing. She is very talented. So I was just thinking it would be a fun thing to have people, I saw a comment that someone suggested I should start a hashtag. What would be the hashtag? I mean, what should we do, like, to send stuff in? I mean, I still have to figure out the technical side of these things. I'm kind of, as much as I am on social media and stuff, I still kind of suck at, I have a lot to learn about, like, putting things together. But anyway, I have, you guys to help me out. So, message me about, like, tips about how to do that, because I'm definitely in the dark. I see we have some Paganini 21. Hashtag play with Ray too. Hashtag judge by Ray. Hashtag we love Ray. Hashtag practice with Ray. Practice with Ray. That's not bad. And hashtag vividly isolated. I think that only works. Oh, Ray the boom. Excuse me. I'm not a boomer. I'll have you know that. Maybe, I just celebrated my 31st birthday, but no need to rub it in my face. Hashtag Reaganini. That's good. Anyway, I was thinking, we've got Paganini 21. Paganini 21 keeps getting suggested here. So I'll play a little Paganini 21, but with some commentary. So, I think about, like, that's like the opening. It's like, hello. And then it starts like this, with this, like, kind of, there's a male and a female in this part. So I kind of think of like this small town farm boy. He's just like very, you know, very, very sweet, innocent guy, and he's just like, think about love, right? I mean, it's called amoroso, and so think about love. But he's, you know, he's not a, and then he's just very country lifestyle, you know. So he's, you know, doing his thing, and then so where we stopped, right? And then the next part is like the city girl. But her heart reaches out to him. Kind of tumble together. Let me just try that scale one more time. All right, let's just do it. Good enough. And then comes the uppo staccato, the famous uppo staccato moment. So, okay, quick disclaimer. I used to not be able to do uppo staccato, but then I learned how to do it. So there's this part in the St. Song's Introduction, Rondo Capogioso, you know. It's that piece. And then there's this part. When I was a kid, I had to just fake that. You know, I was just kind of like, yep, that's how it is. I mean, who knows, right? Who out there is going to know whether I do or I think I even remember moving my bow up, like, you know, inconspicuously, just. Like whatever, but then eventually I learned how to do it, so that's why mine is like a bit like mine is more bouncing, like right? So yeah, just that's how I did it. So it's kind of like bouncing a ball really close to the ground. And the reason why, okay, so a lot of you ask why oftentimes I like my pinky's in the air or my middle finger's in the air. So in this part, I've actually got both fingers. I'm only using the first and the third. So the reason for that is because I use this Russian bow hold. So normal bow hold, which was called Franco-Belgium, actually, the technical name. You kind of have this part. It's this joint that is, man, my fingers are so long. They're so like spidery. Anyway, sorry. You the Franco-Belgium bow hold is like here, right? But then the Russian bow hold, you actually connect this part, this joint to this part, to the bow. So you've got it's a different. So then your wrist is a little bit like that, but it also means that it's heavier because it's also less. There's less suspension in the bow, right? Because you're one ligament, one joint left, less. So then there's too much weight. So oftentimes I'll lift off the weight by lifting up a finger. But then if I really need the weight, then I'll just like, then I'll press down with, it's like the magic button. It's like the FU to sound. FU! No, just kidding. That shall not be repeated. But anyway, yeah, I've gotten comments like my technique is definitely very weird. Like my left hand. Sorry, if this is mirrored, then that's because of Instagram being weird and stuff. But just this is my left hand. I promise you. Like my thumb is always pretty high because I prefer to shift around with this part of my thumb rather than this part. I think it's because my thumb is just too long. So I yeah, so it's just easier. I mean, everyone has their own different size body and like different shaped body. So I don't think that there is really a one size fits all, as long as you're relaxed, right, when you play. As long as you're very just kind of comfortable and you're not having tension. That's the most important thing. You shouldn't have tension when you play. That is very important. So yeah, that's what I would say. That's my take on technique. Yeah, that's from the Vinyasa. I was just looking at my own sort of shifting again and being like, yeah, maybe, there's a reason why my old teachers used to comment about my thumb all the time, but you know what? It works, so there you go. Anyway, so I'm happy to play more. I think over the next coming few days, I will be doing more live streams, and especially on, I guess, YouTube, because a lot of you are on YouTube and already on YouTube rather than Twitch. And I will, I'm just waiting for some equipment to get here, and then I'll happily start streaming. Then I think in the meantime, you guys could send in your videos. So I think the best way to do that is I'll have to ask my technical person about this, about how the best way to do this is. But if you guys even upload onto privately onto YouTube, and then send me the link, that could work. I think that might work as well. So Ray reviews. Oh, I like that one. # Ray reviews. And of course, we'll still do some Instagram Live, but I think that it'll be it'll be easier. It'll be, at least we'll be able to see it, right? Because that way it can stay on there, and all the comments that I give to you guys you can still look at it later on. And yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, we got a couple more. Let's see, what do we have here? Time for question answer. Okay, what strings do you use? What strings do I use? Well, these ones are actually not on the market. They are. I'm sort of testing them for Tomastic. It's a string company. They make like Dominance and Peter Infelds, and yeah. So I'm sort of testing their strings, their new up and coming strings. So yeah, but their Peter Infeld set is pretty good. It's loosely based on that. Yeah. Let's see, what else do we have? We have who said Radiant? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay, let's see. The next question. Oh, when are you going to record your next album? That's a good question. Actually, I was supposed to record my next album last week, and this whole coronavirus thing happened. So, yeah, ended up getting canceled, and I came back to the States. So here we are. Here we are. That will probably be, in the future. So. Will you review Adult Beginners too? Yeah, absolutely. I will definitely. Anybody should feel comfortable sending their stuff in. Just like when we did the Play with Ray, and I did review a couple of those as well. I think we can start doing more of that because classes and stuff are canceled. I don't even know if violin teachers are comfortable seeing their students anymore. So let's all bring it online. I mean, why not? Let's see, what else do we have? What is your favorite piece? That's very difficult. It's kind of like if you love ice cream, you have a specific, maybe one or two, you have like 3 specific flavors that you love, but then you can appreciate like if it's done well, right? So that's also. So for my favorite piece, I would say though, if I could only play one piece for the rest of my life, I would probably choose Bach Chaconne. So, there's something about... something about that it's in 3 parts. There's this like anguish, there's just damnation in the beginning, and then the middle part is like... It's like this, like kind of your redemption. When I get going, it's such a beautiful piece, and so full of like emotion. Bach Chaconne. Well, that didn't happen. But yeah, no, I think it would be also really interesting to kind of, give little performances live. because stuff happens during performances, like what just happened now. I just kind of, I guess, slipped a little bit, but yeah, and how one deals with that as well. So there's a lot of interesting stuff that we can talk about, which I would love to address. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, here's a question. How do I know Tuset? Well, Brett and Eddie, we are all from Brisbane, so we all know each other from back at home, and you know, they when this all started, I mean, I did funny videos back in 2000, like I think it was 14, and that's when I first started doing it, and then we sort of joined together to do some funny videos, and you know, they've taken it far beyond anything that I could possibly do, because you know, I've got to still play the violin and be a violinist. But yeah, we get on really well, and you know, that's something that is really cool to see. You know, from back at home, your hometown, people from there also making it out there in the real, like in the big world. So because we kind of consider ourselves in Australia kind of to be like out of the way a little bit. So especially for classical music, that is something that's can be difficult for us to kind of reach out there. But you know, these guys have done it. Oh, and by the way, check out the merch. That you know, this is Chen Plus, and you can go check it out at raychen.plus. It's you know, we've got currently 2 different designs. You got the little one, which is like an embroidered t-shirt, and then we've got like the larger one here in the middle, and that's something that, you know, it's just a fun thing. I'm also gonna come up with different accessories and stuff, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, the merch. So let's see. Wow, this is another video by Claire. Can we send in piano videos? Yeah, certainly, but I am not a pianist, so I don't know how I'm gonna comment to those, except for just mere appreciation. Let's see. Can you play Por una cabeza? I will try. I think that's about it. And then, oh, the best part. Yeah, so there you go. There's their Por una cabeza fix. Got time for a couple of last questions. Oh, okay, Sibelius, sure. You know, Sibelius is really about isolation. Actually, that was the concerto I was going to record for my next album. Is the Sibelius Violin Concerto, and now it's not happening because we are all going through this together. But yeah, that concerto, that piece is really about isolation and kind of like. Yeah, so love that beginning with this like kind of falling snowflakes. Yeah, definitely the quarantine anthem, as somebody just said. Yeah, quarantine anthem. Ooh, what do we have here? Okay, tips on handling memory slips and mistakes in general on stage. We can talk about that in my next live stream. That is something I definitely want to address. And but to sort of give you a quick tip on it, I would say that it is about not expecting a perfect performance. You hope for a great performance, but you never hope for a perfect performance, because what does that even mean, right? So I think that that is one of the key things. And also my dad, who's not a musician, said to me, you know, I don't know much about music, but you know, I you know, when you go in, when you step into the ring of a, because you know, my dad's a bit of a badass. So when you step into the ring to, sorry, we were paused there. When you're in a situation where you have to fight somebody, you know, you cannot expect to not get hit, right? So you expect to get hit, and the same thing is in performance. You cannot expect yourself not to mess up. It's just going to happen. And once you accept that, then you can begin to sort of, okay, in the moment. I mean, the first time you mess up on stage, I guarantee you, you're gonna flail around for like 10 seconds, and it's gonna feel like eternity. But you know, each time it's unfortunate that it's one of those things, like, of course you can prevent it by practicing more and stuff, and even during your practice, when you make a mistake, that you don't immediately stop, that you continue, you try to continue on. And you know, there's stuff we can do to I'll show you stuff later when I have better equipment and stuff, and better mics and everything, so that you can properly hear what I'm talking about. So that'll be coming up soon. Why do we have Smooth Criminal? This is so sacrilegious. Okay, never mind. I will stop now while I am not really ahead. Can I sing? I don't know. Not really, to be honest. I can't really sing, but I can sing this one song. This Jason Mraz song. Well, you done to me that I felt it. Tried to be chill, but you're so hot that I melted. Fell right through the cracks, and now I'm trying to get back before the cool down. Okay, I'm just gonna stop right there. So that was my singing. Anyway, let's never do that again. Whoa, one last question. I'm trying to find this. Oh, this is a good question. What is your motivation to practice every day? I guess my motivation has always been to share what I've practiced. So performing, basically. That was always something that I wanted to, I always had a love for. And I just wanted to share, like, you know, don't you all want to share? Okay, maybe not, but I think that one can think of that way and just be like, hey, or it doesn't necessarily mean sharing to a large crowd. It could literally be sharing to your stand partner, or you know, your parents, or your teacher, or your friends. Sharing, and now on social media as well, sharing what you've practiced, what you've worked for. That is my motivation. I mean, you guys are part of my motivation too, because you know, it's so easy right now, especially with this whole virus thing, to not practice. I mean, I don't have to practice. There's nothing to practice for. I mean, I could take at least 2 or 3 weeks off. But I think that then, you know, I think about you guys, and I think about, like, also how difficult it would be for me to get back into things. And then, you know, it's just so yeah, finding motivation is to share what you've done. is definitely a good thing. So that's something. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's all we have time for today. I'm going to work on getting better equipment, better setup, so we can enjoy better content. And I'd love to get into some really cool discussions and have you guys. It'd be very interactive as much as we can do for what's coming over the next few weeks. So hang in there, everyone, and hope you have a wonderful day, or if this is good night, good night. And I, along with many of my colleagues, are sort of very sorry that so many concerts have been canceled. Obviously outside of everyone's control, and it's best for now, I think, that everyone stays put. But there's a great way. I think we're in a great time now to be able to share. It's isolation, yet it's finding new ways to stay connected. So looking forward to that, and yeah, I will see you all soon online. So bye.